Hey Jared, need to talk with you about freight some more, and this GL account distribution is complicated. So the hope is I can give you a video here that will show you what we have and what our intention is. So we agree that the freight AP, once we get charged freight from our vendor, gets charged to freight expense. That's a given. That's no problem. I want to go over with you now what happens with the freight cost when we sell that freight SKU, or if we add that freight SKU to the order. Here's an order that was invoiced 10/8649. It had some wood bleach on it and then some shipping and handling charges. The price was $55.95 and the cost was $47.70. Go here, the GL distributions for this line number 2 freight, $55.95. The total amount went to accounts receivable, and in addition to that, you also have a counter expense from this particular account here, 808520. You also, that is a freight expense account. But that was actually on the sales side. The cost side has a freight expense of $47.70 that was coming out of the work in process WIP account. I went to the GL distribution, and this is the issue we're having right here. The WIP account was populated, but it was actually populated out of this finished non-goods. So that actually is leaving an account balance out of finished non-goods that's just going to continue to accrue, and we're actually getting that double expense, first on the AP side, and then secondly on the transaction side for the cost of freight. Now what I'm hoping we can do is that we're pulling this money out of the WIP account. It's being used to establish that cost for that margin. We're looking for the margin. As soon as this WIP account's done, or as soon as the margin's established on that sales order, we need something better than the money just going to that freight expense to double charge the freight. What I propose is this freight expense, instead of being directed the cost side to freight expense, we can just put it back into that WIP finished non-goods account, and we will call it done, because we are no longer double charging ourselves. The true cost for freight's getting expensed out on the AP side, and we are still accruing the income that is getting offset, and we no longer need a stop charge account. We would just be using that freight expense account to give us a total freight expense, income, and true cost off the AP side. This fictitious or kind of freight that we're putting on to give us a margin, if we can put it back into the finished non-goods account, that would actually clean up our books a lot. And like I said, I was noticing a finished non-goods, a huge balance on that I'm trying to delve into, and now turns out part of it's coming from this freight cost. So let me know what you think. Give me a call or whatever you need to do in order to or I'll do whatever I need to do in order to better explain this situation, but that's what it looks like is happening. So just once again to reiterate, whenever we do a sale, the cost of freight is actually getting pulled from the finished non-goods account, 1230, and then it's getting expensed to freight expense. The problem with that is that on the AP side, when we actually get charged a true freight expense, turns out we're double expensing our freight. So if we can take this freight expense from the cost of the sale and put it back into finished non-goods, just to pretty much wash that account, then it looks like our money will will balance. Please let me know what you think. Thank you.